Channel 0. It was late at night, and a young boy was flipping through the channels on his TV. The last one was always a static snow, just like all the TVs, back when analog was the only thing that was around. But tonight was different. As he flipped the dial past the snow, expecting to see nothing but static, what he saw made his blood run cold. It was a live feed of his own room. At first, he thought it was the TV being glitchy, so he changed the channel and then back again, and there it was again, his room. He quickly turned the TV off and went over to his window to make sure that the blinds were closed. They were. Then he got under his covers, pulled the blanket over his head and tried to sleep. But then he started to get a bit scared. Was this a glitch in the TV, or was someone spying on him to make himself feel safer? He got up, walked over to the TV and unplugged it. That's when he noticed something strange. The camera angle the TV was showing was not one that he recognized. He had a high-definition TV in his room, but the camera angle was very grainy and old, like something out of a 1980s movie. He decided that it was best not to tell anyone about this because they wouldn't believe him anyway. So he just hoped that whatever was happening would stop. But the next night, it happened again. The boy had just gotten into bed when he saw the TV turn itself on. There was the camera again, and it was pointed directly at his bed. He immediately got out of bed, unplugged the TV, and hid under his blankets until his parents came into his room to check on him. Of course, they had no idea what he was talking about when he told them that the TV was on and that it was showing a camera feed of his room. They told him to go to sleep and that everything would be okay. But he didn't go to sleep that night. Instead, he stayed in his bed and waited for something to happen. Sure enough, at 3 a.m., the TV turned itself on again. But this time, the camera was focused on the door to his room. The camera then panned down to the keyhole, and then a key was inserted and turned. That's when the boy's parents walked in. Their faces were pale, and their eyes were wide with fear. "What the hell?" his dad whispered. Before either of his parents could say another word, the TV clicked off and the room was plunged into darkness. They were now officially terrified. They called the police and told them about what was going on. But the police couldn't do anything since there was no evidence of a crime. They suggested that the family move to a different house, but by that time, the boy had already lost his mind and wasn't quite right ever since. He still sleeps with the TV unplugged to this day, even though the house has been sold and he and his family have moved away. Some people say that there are other dimensions where things work differently. Whatever the case may be, this story is definitely one of the creepiest ones that I've ever heard. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and check out my other videos. If you want to hear more scary stories, see you next time.